Question number 11. If Jared ranks 5th from the top in a group of 25, what percentage of students are below his rank? Okay, is it A, 5%, B, 20%, C, 80%, or D, 84%? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, my dear math learners, Jared here ranks 5th from the top. So meaning there are 4 students higher than Jared and there are 20 students lower than Jared. So therefore, there are 20 out of 25 that is below his rank. Meaning, if there are 20 out of 25, if you get the percentage of 20 out of 25, my dear students, you will get 80%. Now, let us check whether we are correct. Alright. Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 12. Which of the following does not belong to the group? Is it A, Q2, B, D5, C, D7, or D, P50? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, my dear math learners, this question is very easy because among this group, Q2 refers to the second quartile, D5 refers to the 5th decile, D7 refers to the 7th decile, and P50 refers to the 50th percentile. Now, among this group, most of them are talking about the median except one. And that one is basically the correct answer for this given question. And that is, of course, letter C, 7th decile. Very easy, my dear math learners. So now, I hope you got that one, right? Of course, Q2 is equivalent to 2 over 4, D5 is equivalent to 5 over 10, and P50 is equivalent to 50 over 100. So, all of them refers to middle scores, except for D7, which is 7 out of 10, which is 70%. Okay, I hope you got that one, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 13. What percentage of the distribution is lower than the third quartile? Is it A, 25%, B, 75%, C, 80%, or D, 100%? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, my dear math learners, talking about third quartile, that is 3/4 and that is 75% of the whole data set. Okay, so finding lower than 75%, of course, the answer is very obvious. The correct answer is letter A. Alright, very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 14. The weights in kilograms of 10 athletes on a team are 58, 63, 65, 59, 64, 61, 60, 62, 58, and 60. How many athletes are below the median weight? Alright, so is it A, 4, B, 5, C, 6, or D, 7? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, my dear math learners, we are talking again about median. So in order for us to know median, of course, we need to arrange the given sets or the given data from smallest to largest. So if you have these 10 values or 10 weights in kilograms, when we arrange them from smallest to largest, we will have 58 because there are two 58s there, 59, 60, and 60 because there are two 60s there, 61, 62, 63, 64, and 65. Of course, since there are 10 data in this set, the middle would be the 5th and the 6th, alright? So the 5th and the 6th here would be 60 and 61. So in order to get the median of 60 and 61, what you will do is you need to add 60 and 61, then divide it by 2. Or basically, you can just get the middle of 60 and 61, and that is 60.5. Alright, so our median weight is 60.5. So the question here is how many athletes are below the median weight? So what are the weights below 60.5? So those are 60, 60, 59, 58, and 54. And that is 5. Alright. Now, let's check whether we are correct. Alright. Very easy, my dear math learners. So I hope you got that one. Now, let us go to question number 15. Given the test scores of 9 students, 32, 41, 25, 38, 44, 36, 29, 33, and 40. Okay. What is the value of the 6th decile? Is it A, 33, B, 36, 36, C, 38, or D, 40? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, my dear math learners. Now, in order for you to answer this question, we will try to solve them. What is the value or how do we get the 6th decile? Now, so what we will do is we will apply the formula in solving the decile for ungrouped data. Of course, our channel also have a discussion on that one. So if you need further lessons, you can check it out. Decile. Now, the formula for this one is very simple. Why? Because we just need to get 6 out of 10 because we are talking about the 6th decile. And since decile refers to 10 parts, so that will be 6 out of 10. Then you multiply it by n plus 1. Now, what is this n? This n refers to the number of given data. So since there are 9 students, so that will be 9 plus 1. So 9 plus 1, that would give you 6 over 10 times 9 plus 1, that is 10. So of course, you can cancel this and the answer would be 6. Now this 6, my dear math learners, is not the value, but this is the position. Of course, we will get the position for the 6th value. Okay, now since the given here is not a range, of course, what we need to do is to arrange them from lowest to highest. So the arrangement would be 25, 29, 32, 33, 36, 38, 40, 41, and 44. And the 6th position of that would be 38. So the correct answer is letter C. Let's check whether we are correct. All right. Very easy, my dear math learners. So I hope you got that one. Alright. Now let us go to question number 16. Given the test scores of 9 students, 32, 41, 25, 38, 44, 36, 29, 33, and 40. This is just the same as earlier. Which of the following is the value of the 20th percentile? Is it A, 29, B, 32, C, 33, or D, 36? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, my dear math learners, now we are talking about the 20th percentile. So what we need to do right now is to use the formula. So since we are talking about percentile and we are talking about the 20th percentile, so that would be 20 over 100. Okay? And of course, we will multiply it to our n plus 1, which is the same as 9 plus 1 because we have 9 students. So 20 over 100, that would give us 2 over 10 if we simplify it to lowest term. But of course, 2 over 10 is not yet in the lowest term. You just cancel the zeros. And when you multiply it by 10, of course, you can cancel this. And you got the second position of this data set. So the second position is the 20th percentile. And as what I've said earlier, if you try to arrange them, the second position would be 29. All right, let's check whether we are correct. Letter A. Okay. Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 17. Question number 17. Given the test scores of 9 students, the same as earlier, what is the upper quartile? Is it A, 29, B, 36, C, 40, or D, 44? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, my dear math learners, since we are now talking about quartile, upper quartile, that means that is the 3/4, okay, the third quartile of our given. So if we are trying to solve the third quartile, that would be 3/4 times n plus 1, and our n is still 9 because there are 9 data, so that would give us 3 over 4 times 10 because 9 plus 1 is 10. Okay, and then we will have 30 because 3 times 10 is 30 divided by 4. Now if you try to divide 30 by 4, that would be 7.5. So of course 7.5 is the position, so in the middle of 7 and 8. All right, so the middle of the 7 and 8 here is we have 40 and 41. Okay, the 7.5 is 40 and 41. So which is nearer, 40 and 41? So of course, among the given choices, the nearest answer that we could have is, of course, letter C. Let's try whether we are correct. Okay, very easy, my dear math learners. I hope you got that one. Of course, if you wanted to solve the basic solving or the actual value of the position, you can apply the interpolation. All right, and more of that in our discussion in the channel. Now, let us go to question number 18. Question number 18. Consider the score distribution of 11 students given below. 76, 82, 91, 85, 79, 84, 77, 81, 90, 83, and 78. The mean in the given score distribution can be interpreted as blank. Is it A, 5 students scored higher than 82? B, 5 students scored lower than 82? C, 5 students scored lower than 82 and 5 students scored higher than 82? Or letter D, 10 students scored lower than 82. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, math learners. Now, one trick here is that it is already been in the given choices that 82 is the mean of this given data set. Meaning, when you talk about the mean, you add all the numbers and then divide it by the number of cases. So, meaning there are 11 students here. So, when you add all the data sets, divide it by 11, the answer would be 82. Okay. Now, how would you know if there are how many students lower or higher of that? Of course, what you need to do is to arrange the given 11 data or 11 values in this given data set. So when you arrange them, that would give you 76, 77, 78, 79, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 90, and 91. And the mean there is 82, right? Now, in the given data set, there is also 82, which is here, right? Okay. So, of course, that 82 is in the 6th position. So, if there are 11 scores in this given data set, and if that is the 6th position, that is also considered as the median score. So, therefore, there are 5 students higher and there are 5 students lower. So, therefore, the correct answer for this given question is letter C. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, very easy, my dear math learners. So, now let us go to question number 19. Consider the score distribution of 11 students given below. Okay, the same is given. What is the lower quartile? Is it A, 77, B, 78, C, 84, or D, 86? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, my dear math learners, since we are talking about lower quartile, that means that is the first quartile. So that is 1/4 of the given distribution. So that would give us 1/4 times n plus 1. Of course, our n here is now 11. So therefore, that would give us 11 plus 1. That makes it 12, right? So that is 1/4 times 12. So what is 1/4 of 12? Of course, that is 12 divided by 4. And the answer is 3. So we are talking about the third position. So if you arrange the given data set, the third position is 78. That is letter B. Let us check whether we are correct. Okay, very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 20. Question number 20. Consider the score distribution of 11. Okay, the same question as, or the same data given as earlier. What is the 75th percentile? Okay, so that is 77, letter A, B, 79, C, 85, or D, 91. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, my dear math learners, now we are talking about the 75th percentile. Now, if we are talking about the 75th percentile, that means the fraction is over 100. Okay, so n plus 1 is still the same. That would give us 12. Now, my dear math learners, 75 over 100, if you try to get the lowest term of this is 3/4. This is just the same as the third quartile. Okay, of course, if you try to multiply 3 times 12, that is 36. 36 divided by 4, the answer would be 9. So the 9th position of the given data set. And the given 9th position for this set, when you arrange them from lowest to highest, that would be 85. Okay, so that is letter C. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright. Very easy, my dear math learners. And I just like to congratulate you for finishing half of our reviewer series. I hope you are enjoying, and the question is, what is your score in answering 20 questions that we had in our reviewer series? Kindly share it in our comments section below. Now, let us go to our third part of the reviewer series, question 21 and above. All right.